Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about what is really happening in America today. Americans are truly struggling. Most people are making anywhere from $17 an hour to maybe $25 an hour, right? And to be honest with you, to be 100% honest with you, people are still going on vacations. People are still taking time off of work. People are still looking to travel the world and have these life experiences. But I can promise you that a lot of them do not have the money to financially afford these things, to financially afford these vacations. I just had to deny a trip to Europe because literally, even though I have the money, right? Like I have the money, I can go to Europe 20 times if I want to, but it just financially did not make sense because in 2 days, I would just be spending at least minimum $3,500 in 2 days, right? To me, I didn't see that as a value add to my life. Now, I was supposed to go for someone's birthday. And so, you know, people, family is very important. And you do want to be able to share those times and celebrate with people. But $3,500 for 2 days, I'm going to be spending 2 days alone on a plane, right? So that was like 5 or 6 days that I'm going to be off work, right? Because 1 day is on a plane just to get there. Then you spend 2 days there. Then you got to take a plane back, which is going to take another day. That's 4 days. And then maybe on the 5th day, you're back to work. You're back on the grind. You're making money. So 4 days off for 2 days, not on a plane. Time lag, time zone, all this differences. Oh my goodness. That's not even a vacation. That is support. You're supporting somebody, which is a valid thing to do. But for $3,500, and then you gotta buy gifts, then you gotta, you know, go out and I like to pay for meals for everybody. So it was just gonna be too much. I probably would have ended up spending $5,000 in 2 days, people. I'm not doing it. My monthly expenses probably only come out to like $6,000 here. Where I'm at right now, and that's including both of my properties, by the way. I'm not just saying that like I just spend $6,000 willy-nilly. No, I'm talking about mortgages and everything, probably about $6,000 a month. So for me to spend roughly five grand in 2 days is just ridiculous. Like, I don't even think that I would truly enjoy myself. I think I would be more so just trying to ensure that the other people enjoyed themselves. And so, yeah, I absolutely didn't think that was worth it. And that's me already financially free, already financially stable, saying those things. So we have people living on $17 to $25 an hour saying, hey, you know, life is tough. I'm struggling. I can't even pay off my credit card bill, but I'm still going to go to Puerto Rico. My brother and his, I would say fiance, but girlfriend are in Mexico right now for her birthday, and they're living their best life, you know. My brother is a good saver, a really, really good saver. So I'm sure that he really was putting money away, putting specific money away for this vacation that they're taking now. And knowing his girlfriend, even though it's her birthday, I'm sure that she'll chip in every now and then in order to ensure that they both have a good time. So with that being said, you know, that is a responsible way of doing things that most people are not accustomed to living, right? They're accustomed to, let me spend money on this now because I only have one life to live. I might as well, right? I might as well. And do I blame you? No. You've lived that fast life. You lived that fine life. You've done everything you wanted to do, but then reality starts to set in. You got all this debt. You got all these credit card bills. Credit card interest rates are higher than it's ever been. Credit card debt is higher than it's ever been. Credit cards being maxed out are higher than they've ever been. And people are still spending more money than they've ever spent. You can't even afford the new car right now. You can't afford the house right now. Me, I am literally, like, my debt to income ratio is impeccable. All right. In fact, I'm making money on all of my rentals, all of that stuff. And yet I'm still looking at the housing market and I'm saying absolutely not right now. So I can't imagine somebody with credit card debt saying, hey, I'm going to go out there and buy a house in this market. No, you're not. You're absolutely not. And so, you know, and I do feel for people. I do feel for people. And this is why I don't believe in unions. I actually had a heated debate about this the other day. Why I don't believe in unions is because, like, I was just at a city fair where they were telling me, hey, we pay anywhere from $21.89 to about $33.50 an hour. I said, oh, okay, well, that's roughly like $69,000 a year on the higher end, and maybe like 47 on the lower end. That's an average salary in America today, right? So when they send that email out to prospective candidates, what the HR representative told me is that, hey, for this position, we actually let them know that we're only going to pay from $21.89 to about $22.37 an hour. And I said, but you advertise $33.50 on there. Why is that? Well, it's because the union gives us this range to draw from, and then over a 5-year period, we will increase their raise every single year, but only by about $1. So a lot of these people actually get capped at about $25, $26 an hour after 5 years, whereas it states that they can make anywhere from $33.50 an hour, and that's just not the case. So what did the union do for you? One, they take $55 a month out of your paycheck. They now, as a city employee, you have to really invest 10% in other people's pension fund with the hope that you'll get a pension after a certain amount of time and years served. And then 3, you got this wide pay range that cannot be met, cannot be negotiated because you've allowed someone else to negotiate on your behalf, which is the union, i.e. the union. And so I said, well, I can't accept this. I absolutely cannot accept this because it is absolutely not enough for me. Now, somebody else might be happy with $21, $22, $23, $25 an hour. But for me, even though I could absolutely live off of $17 an hour, believe it or not, because I got the rentals, I got the passive income, I got all that stuff. $17.50 an hour, I could absolutely slide through life. I can slide through life on $17.50 an hour. But no, I will negotiate on my own. I will not use a union to negotiate on my behalf, because having an almost $12 discrepancy in pay where you're getting influx in people applying for this position, not knowing that after all that hard work, they're just going to be stuck with the lowest base pay possible. It was useless. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of energy. And people deserve better than that. People deserve better transparency than that. You know, wasted people's time, wasted everyone's time. And so, you know, when I spoke to the HR representative, I said, is it even worth me applying for something like this, knowing that I want even more money than that, and it would be a step down for me, but for work-life balance, you know, things like that are key to have a job that is super stable. But they said, no, you should definitely apply for a higher senior level position because we can't pay $33 plus an hour for this role. And I said, I completely understand. Thank you for the full transparency. And, we move on. Because at the end of the day, I can't see myself agreeing to this and then being mad that that you're getting paid what you're getting paid. And that is exactly why you need to be financially free and financially stable and not necessarily be reliant on a credit card, because when you do want to go on that vacation, when you do want to take that trip, having that emergency fund in place, having that extra savings aside allows you to do that without the fear of going into huge credit card debts, without the fear of, if I lose a job, I have to accept any and everything right now. No, you don't, right? You can do whatever it is that you want to do, and you can accept what you want because you are in a position to where you're not tied down by anything at all. In fact, I'll give you a more personal story. I had a person who I now work with literally tell me, hey, I had to accept this job as an associate, even though I believe I am a manager level candidate, because I have 2 children. I just lost my job and I just needed something right away. That sucks to hear. I can't imagine that type of pressure being put on my shoulders. I can't imagine the necessity, right? The need to be employed, the need to have to do something right this instant because you were unprepared, you were unaware, you got the rug pulled out from under you, you were fired, let go, or quit, and now you have to accept a role in which you're getting $17 or $18 or $19 an hour because, there is no opportunity out there for you. And you're stuck in that role, you're unable to really pivot one way or another, and you're just taking what is given to you. A lot of people know that they're better than what they're getting paid. A lot of people know that they're better than what their income is describing. But they don't have the means, they don't have the funds, they haven't prepared properly enough in order to get out from under that. And a lot of the times you get stuck perpetually in that situation because you're now not able to really request a raise at your job. You don't necessarily want to leave your employer, but you might have to in order to seek the compensation that you truly deserve. And on top of that, it might be a necessity because in order for you to save money, you need money. You need disposable income in order to save it, right? If everything is going out the door, you can't save for a rainy day. You can't save for your future. You can't invest in your future. You can't gain financial freedom. And therefore, you can't ever have the ball in your court. All that is going to do is leave you in financial distress, leave you beholden to your job, leave you unable to make good decisions with your life. How many people today are in jobs because of necessity and not because they actually want to be there, not because they're getting paid well, not because they love who and like who they work with? I am so happy to say that I can work for anyone, anywhere I want to be, and I can be happy doing it at all times. And I am never, ever beholden to the job itself, but I'm happy to work, train, and develop others. I'm happy to be wanted. I'm happy to be paid my worth. I'm happy, period. And it's all because I put myself in those positions to reap those benefits, to reap those rewards. And then people notice. They ask me all the time, hey, where can I get a job? Hey, where can I apply? Hey, people are asking all the time to get a leg up, to get more understanding, to be in the position to where they are financially free and successful. And I'm more than happy to talk about that as well. Now, I'm not an HR representative who would be better able to tell you what specific jobs to apply for and what your specific goals should be, but I can definitely tell you where the money is. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.